Welcome to something to talk about.
Yeah, really loud.
Welcome to something to talk about.
Oh, hey. Welcome to Frey Week. Welcome to Something to Talk About. My name is Taco, and we're in video 3 of Frey Week. And yeah, let's get to it. We are covering Petyr Pimple Frey. And yeah, the ugly Frey. If you don't know what's going on here, this is my second Frey week. This is 3 of 4. I'm filming them all in one day, and I'm doing fine. Mind your business. What's going on here? Well, read this. You'll find out. Yeah, Petyr Pimple. Getting back into it. All right, let's go. Boom. Petyr Pimple. Petyr Pimple is also called Petyr. I already said that. Petyr Frey is also called Petyr Pimple. He's a member of House Frey, and he's one of the youngest sons of Ser Ryman's 3 sons. His elder brothers are Edwyn and Walder Frey. Ryman is in the direct line from Walder, being the first son of Severon's. Being his first son, Severin Frey's son. Petyr is married to Melinda Karen, and they have one daughter, Petyr Frey. Camp Petyr Frey. Petyr's face is covered in red pimples, and that's the reason he's given the nickname Petyr Pimple by his brothers and his uncles and his cousins and pretty much everybody else he runs into. So he is in the direct line because Stephen Frey is Walder Frey's direct heir, his older son, right? And then if something happens to Steveron, then Ryman Frey, who I'm covering next, is underneath him, and then he is one of Ryman's sons, right? So he's in pretty direct line. There's Pywin and Walder as well. So yeah, let's do my video just about Freys. I'm going to do this really quick. House Frey of the Crossing is a noble house from the Riverlands. Their main seat is the Twins, a pair of castles on each side of the northern green fork of the Trident that serves as a vital crossing of the river. The lord of the house is called the Lord of the Crossing. Their sigil is 2 blue towers united by a bridge on silver gray, representing the twins. I'm getting really good at reading that. So let's talk about his marriage to that Karen we brought up. Not a Karen, no, she's from House Karen. Petyr, unhappy marriage. Petyr is only a year or 2 older than Rob, but he was married at the age of 10 to Melinda Karen, a woman 3 times his age. She was 30 when she married a 10-year-old. Wow. A woman 3 times his age. A noblewoman of House Karen from the Stormlands. Though they have a child, rumors are that, and the twins claim that Melinda is sleeping with Petyr's older brother, Walder Frey. Apparently everyone's sleeping with Walder. They do bring that up. Like Walder kind of is banging everyone's wife. And, well, angry old Melinda isn't any different. Like, she got forced to marry a 10-year-old. I'd be a little mad too, but yeah, she does not look like a happy camper for Melinda Karen. Yeah, so let's learn more about him. The money greeting. So Ser Ryman Frey, Lord Frey's grandson, and his 3 sons, Edwyn, Walder, and Petyr Pimple, are sent to greet Rob's arrival at the Twins. So this is after everything, right? So we don't really meet Petyr Pimple until later on. So he wasn't there when Rob first had to cross, right? As far as we know, he's not part of any big battles. So when Rob plans to marry a Frey and all this stuff, right? And he's not part of any big battles as far as we know. So this is after he already marries Jane Westerling and all that stuff, and the Freys turn on them. And now, to save face, they're marrying a Frey to Edmure Tully, right? And we know what wedding that's going to be. But that's how far along we are. So we don't meet Petyr Pimple until then. They are sent to greet Robb Stark at the arrival of the twins for the wedding of Edmure Tully and Rosalind Frey. Edmure describes Petyr as a lad with the unfortunate face, Petyr Pimple, his brothers call him. He's the lad with the unfortunate face. God dang, man. That's a rough thing to say. What does he look like? It's unfortunate. Dang. It's a little mean. All right. So Robb's direwolf Greywing tries to attack them, scaring the greeters' horses, and Peter's horse tosses Peter into the mud. Oh no, Peter Mudface. Petyr Pimple Mud. Peter Mud Pimple? Got a muddy pimple. His pimples are muddy now. So this is like a thing. I'm not going to bring it up later, but there's always a symbolism of a lot of different Freys kind of get attacked or scared by Greywyn. And it's actually why Greywyn does get put into the cage like during Red Wedding. So they have a reason to do it, but really we all know what the real reason is. But yeah, so it is just a thing of like, is Greywyn like sensing that they're going to betray them, that the Freys are going to betray them? Maybe. We don't know. But we know that this is the second Frey I've covered this week that like gets scared from Greywyn. So where was I? He tries to attack them. Yeah, so he gets knocked into the mud. Black Walder threatens Robb, and Peter is covered in mud, but not hurt. So he's like, yeah, Black Walder's like, I'm going to stab you. And he like takes out his knife. It's funny. Feeling bad, Robb gets off his horse and offers it to Pimpleface, but Pimpleface refuses, looking at his father and saying, I can ride behind one of my brothers. So he probably would have accepted the horse. Petyr Pimple doesn't seem like a bad guy, but they're trying to like be intimidating right now. So he can't just like they can't make Robb look good. So he looks over at Ryman, and Ryman's like, don't you dare take that horse. Like, get behind Black Walder. I could make a wife joke here. Ride with Black Walder like your wife does. There you go. I had to. All right, I tried to find it. Okay, so what's next? Wah, wah. Oh no. So after the Red Wedding, so the Red Wedding happens. We all know that. Many Freys had specific jobs during the Red Wedding. During the Red Wedding, Petyr passes out trying to compete with Great John Umber. So it's his job to just like drink with Great John. He's one of the guys. I think Merritt has that job too. And Petyr passes out. Like he can't do anything right. Neither can Merritt. So that's out. He's trying to out drunk Great John. So after the Red Wedding, Petyr wanders off a camp with a camp follower. So as you guys know, the Red Wedding, Robb Stark and everybody, they all get right. So then, as I said, Petyr doesn't really have like a big part in it. That's all the point I want to get across. Okay, cool. So he is captured by the Brotherhood without banners as he's running off with a camp follower. The Brotherhood offer a ransom of 100 gold piece, hoping to gain favor with Ryman's branch of House Frey. Merritt Frey, so they're not hoping, sorry. They're trying to get 100 gold for Petyr Pimple, right? And then trying to gain favor from Ryman's House Frey. Merritt Frey volunteers to pay the ransom at Old Stones. So he's hoping to get there, hoping the favor secures that his family will not be thrown out of the twins when old Walder Frey dies. So he knows where he thinks to himself that Petyr might be Lord of the Crossing one day. So what do I mean by all that? So this is from Merritt Frey's point of view chapter. And Merritt is thinking, I'm kind of a dumb oaf. I have no like value, right? Me too, Merritt. Sorry, dude. He's got no merit. And so when he finds out that somebody has to bring gold to save Petyr, he's like, me, and everyone's like, you? And he's like, yeah. And just because he knows that when old Walder Frey dies, it's no longer Stevron, and it's going to be Ryman, and Ryman doesn't really like him. Like, he wasn't really trained to care about the rest of the Freys. So kind of the main Ryman Frey's family, including Petyr Pimple, because that's his son, is going to be in charge of the Freys, and Petyr is pretty high in the line, right? So if like Ryman dies, it's going to go to Pywin and Black Walder and him. So, I mean, it might go to some of their kids. I don't have the family tree in front of me, but he's high up there is what I'm getting at. So, however, when Merritt arrives at the rendezvous, he is shown Petyr's hanged body. Oh no, he was dead the whole time. Merritt himself is hanged soon afterwards for his participation in the Red Wedding. Wow! So he shows up like, I got the 100 gold. Where's Petyr Pimple? And they're like, oh, that dead guy? Uh-oh. Oh, yeah, and we're going to hang you too. Double uh-oh. Oh, poor Merritt. I just pretty much turned that entire chapter into like a Scooby-Doo. Bro. Petyr's Pimple. I don't know why I named it that. I just thought it was funny. No real theories here I could find. Just tied to the Frey Civil War and the fall of House Frey theories. Petyr is part of the main line Freys, and with his death, it weakens them since Edwyn has no sons. Oh, did I say Pywin earlier? Yeah, sorry. Edwyn has no sons, and Black Walder only has bastards. There's a possibility that he could have been Lord Frey one day. Maybe the main line falling during the Red Wedding 2.0 leads to the lesser branches fighting over the big seat, the twins. That's all I got. Just a Frey with an ugly face getting hanged by the Brotherhood. Yeah, that's really it. There ain't too much going on. I had to show you guys a picture of Merritt Frey. So yeah, there you go. Another short one. I'm giving you guys 4 videos this week, so a couple of them can just be some shorter Freys. I cover more Freys than I cover anyone else, and I do them all during Frey weeks. 2 Frey weeks a year. Too much. I should go down to 1. Dang, man. Too many Freys. Too many Freys, too little time. Yeah, so there you guys go. What do you think of Petyr Frey? Do you have anything that you have for him that's like some symbolism or something? And any theories? I couldn't find any. That's all I got. Oh, my God. All right. Peace.